The Berlin Wall, dividing a city, dividing a world. In the aftermath of World War II, Berlin became the epicenter of the Cold War, a city fractured by the competing ideologies of its Allied occupiers. While the West fostered democracy and capitalism, the Soviet-controlled East embraced communism. This division wasn't just political, it created two vastly different worlds within a single city. West Berlin emerged as a vibrant, prosperous island of freedom, its streets alive with commerce and culture. In stark contrast, East Berlin faced economic stagnation and strict political control under the German Democratic Republic, or GDR. This disparity triggered a mass exodus. By 1961, millions of East Germans, many of them skilled workers and professionals, had fled to the West through the open border in Berlin, seeking opportunity and liberty. To halt this crippling brain drain and assert control, the East German government took a drastic, shocking step. Under the cover of darkness, on the morning of August 13, 1961, East German soldiers and police began to seal the border. What started as hastily erected barbed wire fences and roadblocks would, over time, evolve into an impenetrable barrier. The Berlin Wall was born, a brutal scar that would physically and ideologically divide the city for 28 years. Its primary purpose was stark: to prevent East Germans from escaping to the democratic West. Stretching approximately 155 kilometers, the wall completely encircled West Berlin, transforming it into an isolated enclave deep within communist East Germany. This was no simple wall. It was a complex, multi-layered fortification system. The final structure consisted of two parallel concrete walls, and between them lay a wide, barren expanse known as the Death Strip. This area was covered in raked sand and gravel to easily reveal footprints, making any escape attempt a near-certain discovery. The Death Strip was a landscape of fear, patrolled by armed guards in over 300 watchtowers. They were authorized to shoot anyone attempting to cross. The area was further secured with anti-vehicle trenches, beds of nails, and in some sections, minefields. The wall was designed not just to divide, but to kill. Despite the immense danger, the human spirit of defiance could not be extinguished. Over the years, an estimated 5,000 people attempted to breach the barrier. Their methods were born of desperation and ingenuity, digging secret tunnels beneath the city, soaring over the wall in homemade hot air balloons, or concealing themselves in hidden compartments built into vehicles. But freedom came at a terrible price. At least 140 people are confirmed to have lost their lives at the Berlin Wall, their dreams ending in the deadly no-man's land. For nearly 3 decades, the wall was a constant, grim feature of daily life. It severed streets, tram lines, and waterways, creating a stark visual contrast between the two worlds it separated, the grey, controlled East and the colourful, free West. Its most profound impact was on people. Families were torn apart overnight, friends and lovers separated for a generation. Communication was difficult, and physical contact impossible. Checkpoints like the famous Checkpoint Charlie were tightly controlled gateways, symbols of the deep human cost of this political division. By the late 1980s, the foundations of Soviet control were cracking. A wave of political reform swept across Eastern Europe, and in East Germany, mass public protests grew in size and boldness. The people demanded freedom. The breaking point came on the evening of November 9, 1989, when a government official made a mistaken, premature announcement about new travel regulations. Believing the border was open, thousands of euphoric East Germans surged towards the crossing points. The border guards, overwhelmed, confused, and without clear orders, had no choice but to open the gates. The dam had broken. The scenes that followed were broadcast across the globe, a powerful, joyous explosion of emotion. People climbed atop the wall, dancing and celebrating. Armed with hammers, chisels, and bare hands, they began to tear down the hated symbol of their division. These images marked the symbolic end of the Cold War, and set the stage for the official reunification of Germany less than a year later, in October 1990. Today, only fragments of the Berlin Wall remain. Preserved sections, like the East Side Gallery, have been transformed from instruments of oppression into the world's longest open-air art gallery. Memorials and museums now stand where the death strip once lay, soberly reminding a new generation of a time when a city was divided by fear and ideology. These remnants are more than just historical artifacts. They are powerful, enduring symbols of freedom, resilience, and the unyielding human desire for unity over division. The story of the Berlin Wall is a testament to the idea that no barrier, no matter how formidable, can permanently imprison the will of people to be free. In summary, the Berlin Wall went up suddenly on 13th of August 1961, when East German forces sealed off West Berlin. What began as barbed wire quickly became concrete walls, watchtowers, and a deadly death strip. According to the Imperial War Museums, 2024, and the Stiftung Berliner Mauer, 2025, more than 100 people died trying to escape, though some made it through tunnels, balloons, and hidden compartments. For 28 years, the wall split families and symbolized Cold War division. Encyclopaedia Britannica, 2025, describes it as a harsh reminder of how politics can isolate people. Its fall on 9th of November 1989 followed weeks of protest and a mistaken travel announcement, as recorded by About.Visit, Berlin.de, 2019, and Britannica, 2025. Crowds tore it down, leading to German reunification and the end of the divide. Today, the remaining sections stand as reminders of the cost of division and the strength of human freedom. Imperial War Museums, 2024, Stiftung Berliner Mauer, 2025.